everybody, welcome back to day 4 of the room revamp. The skylight frame is now officially finished, and today we are moving on to the next steps. Adding the final piece of rendering and getting the installation in. It's a big step forward. Things are really starting to feel complete. We did do some ceiling work off camera, but I will show you where we are now. The next step is putting the last piece of rendering and to tie everything together, and after that, we can start installing the insulation.
And as you can see, while I'm working, just on the right hand side, that's the work we did off camera, securing the rendering tightly to the beams. And if you look on the left hand side as well, you see I added some Meranti pieces to the skylight frame to finish it off nicely. Here I am installing one of the final pieces of rendering, which really helps tie everything together and adds that extra strength to the frame. At this stage, you can really start to feel how solid everything is becoming. And it's always satisfying seeing the structure coming together piece by piece. Once this is in place, it sets us up perfectly for the next step. Here I am just taking a quick measurement to make sure the last piece of rendering fits perfectly. Huh? No. So, right now I'm just putting up and screwing down these pieces of wood against the skylight frame, making small adjustments to keep everything level and straight. This part takes a bit of patience, because if the framing isn't right, the ceiling won't sit properly later. I'm just double checking the alignment and taking my time so the finish comes out nice, clean and straight.
The skylight is really starting to come together now, and you can finally see all the progress paying off. It's exciting to see it take shape piece by piece. Willem handed me a piece of rendering to cut, and moments later it was back in his hand, perfectly cut to size. It was one of those quick, satisfying steps where everything just worked the way it should, and it kept the momentum going nicely as we moved on to the next part of the build.
And here I'm putting in the last piece of rendering. And it's always a great feeling when you get to this point, because you can really start to see everything come together. After all, the measuring, cutting and adjustments along the way, this is one of those moments where the progress really shows and the space finally starts to look the way you imagined it. Just taking my time here to make sure everything lines up clean, sits nice and tight and gives a solid finish before moving on to the next step.
Even langer te wenselen. Je moet nog steeds niet.
Here, William handed me a small piece of wood off camera that I'm cutting for him. It's moments like this where the teamwork really makes a difference. Having an extra set of hands keeps the process moving smoothly, and before long it's back, perfectly sized and ready to go in. It seems like a small step, but these quick exchanges really help to keep the momentum going.
Yes, we can say Yento's basically been the entire cutting department on this project. As you can see, Yento got it perfect to size. It slides right into place. Now I'm screwing it down, setting it 5 mils back, so when the ceiling goes up, it will sit flush with the skylight frame. Here, I'm just leveling out the last loose end. Here you can see clearly that the wood I attached to the skylight frame is set back 5 mils from the edge. That offset is there so when the ceiling goes up, everything will line up properly and sit flush, giving it a clean finished look. And here you can see the rest of the work we've done and how everything is starting to take shape nicely. preparing everything to attach two pieces of wood against the wall so I can attach the bland ring securely. It's an important step to make sure everything is properly supported and held firmly in place before moving on. This is the very last bit of the ceiling framework, and we're just busy finishing off this final section now. It's been a process with all the measuring, cutting and fitting, but you can really see everything coming together at this stage. Once this last part is done, we'll be able to move on to installing the insulation, which will start to close everything up and bring the space one step closer to being finished. As you can see, we're all done with the framework and we can finally move on to installing the insulation. Alright, let's get started on installing the insulation. This is a big step because it really starts to close everything up and make space feel more comfortable. As you see later in the video, it started getting a little dark while we were working, but we pushed through and managed to get all the insulation done. It's been great seeing the process come together, and we're both really excited to see the final results once everything is finished. And as we finish up this last bit of insulation, we just want to say thanks so much for watching and following along with the progress. You'll see the full setup once the insulation is complete at the beginning of the next video. We really hope you've enjoyed seeing how everything is coming together. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. There's plenty more to come. So stay tuned and we'll see you in the next one.